Hey guys, happy Saturday. So we have an all-day adoption class that we have to do today. So there's a whole process that you have to do to get approved for adoption, and that includes 2 classes that you have to take. One is a 2-day class and then the other one is a 1-day class. Our adoption actually isn't 100% final. It'll be final in like January, February. Right now we kind of like share custody type of thing with the agency in a way. So we have to get this adoption class done and checked off before we can finalize. So yeah, we have an all-day adoption class, so we're excited about that. We left Harper with the babysitter, so that was fun and nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired and I look like such a hot mess. Anywho, we got done with our adoption class. I have a headache and my muscles hurt. It's just so much information.
5 hours.
It's just like 5 hours of them throwing stuff at you. Like, just so much information.
To be honest, it was like 80% regurgitation.
Well,
you'd already learned most.
I did learn. It's like I walked away with like 3 good gems. So you had to spend 5 hours to get 3 good gems.
Small, like little micro diamonds.
Really, the part that I liked the most was at the end. They had 3 people who were adoptees who also adopted.
Not all of them. One was just an adopted parent. But they all had like real life experience, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah, one of them was just an adoptive parent. The lighting is crap.
You should like recut this at home.
No, I like that it's raw. This is how you feel at the end of an adoption class. And then they talk about like different stages of the adoption process. Like, how do you think a 3-year-old would feel about their adoption story? And how do you think a 5-year-old would feel? And how do you think a 10-year-old would feel? And how do you think a 19-year-old would feel?
Actually,
and what are you gonna do for all of those different stages? So it's a very good class. Last night Harper didn't sleep. It was like the first time. Like, not even when she was a newborn.
Yeah, it was the worst night. We had like...
It was the worst night we've ever had with her.
We were already gonna get like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, because we had babysitters, and so we had people at our house all day, so I wanted the house to be like perfectly clean. And the house had gotten kind of atrocious, and so it felt good to like really clean it. So I didn't get to bed till midnight, and I had to get up at 6.
I didn't get to bed till 3, and I had to get up at 7, and I didn't sleep pretty much at all.
Yeah.
She was crying all night.
So it's already only gonna get like 6 hours of sleep, and then at 2:30 a.m. she woke up, and then she
stayed up. I wish I would have gone to bed.
I wish I had gone to bed at like 9 p.m.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller. I wish I was.
What is that song?
I would call her.
What is that song?
I'm so tired. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
So how do you feel about being your first time babysitting? You like it that much? You like it that much? Yeah, you liked it?
The babysitter said that she was great and that she went right down to sleep and she wasn't fussy, huh? It was so nice to see her after we've been gone that long.
That's all you got for me? Go in return.
It's definitely very special coming home to Harper after being in adoption classes, because the 2 classes that we did before that, Sarah was pregnant with Harper, but you know, you never know exactly how things are gonna end. And there's also so many people in those first 2 classes that have just started the process and they haven't been chosen. It was really nice because one of the couples that was in the last 2 classes, so in the last 2 classes that we took, nobody had been chosen by birth parents yet, and so they were all just starting the waiting process except for us. Yeah, but one of the couples from that class was there today, and they had gotten chosen by a birth mother like right after that class, like within the same month, I think. And so they have like a 3-month-old baby, and I was just so happy to see that happened for them. So today's class was actually meant for adoptive parents who have already had their children. So it was meant for adoptive parents that have between a 3-month-old and a 6-month-old, I think. And so it wasn't a part of that first grouping of classes, but it was something that we had to get done before our actual finalization of the adoption. So Joe, you should show that real quick.
What's up?
He's feeding her sitting up because she's like really
so
hungry.
hungry.
So Joe said that he would take care of Harper while I go take a nap. So peace out. Hey guys, it is Sunday now. And I am much more awake. We actually have Ben and Sarah coming over. So Sarah, a few months ago, I think even while she was pregnant with Harper, had mentioned that if ever I wanted to have her in a video where she can like answer questions, that she would be down for that. And I was like, yeah, for sure, that'd be really fun. Life has just been super crazy. We haven't had a chance to do it, but we just get so many questions from you guys about the adoption and everything like that, that after Harper got here, I was like, that would be really cool if we could do like a sit down Q&A video together and just kind of answer some of your guys' questions. And she was still totally on board. So today we are finally doing it. So I just kind of came up with some questions that I get a lot from you guys. I didn't ask for like a specific Q&A. Just because I definitely want this Q&A to be a little bit more controlled, that all of the questions are questions that she would be comfortable answering and just really respectful. So I'm hoping that that video will be this Wednesday's video. They're coming over today, we're gonna film it, and then I think that'll be Wednesday's sit down video. Fingers crossed, because it's a very, very busy week. This next week, I'm kind of nervous about it. You ever head into a week where it's like so busy and you're like scared heading into it? That's next week. All right, so this is kind of my setup so far. Usually I just have one chair here. That's good. We'll just have to scoot in closer. I'll probably have to zoom it out. She's a lot taller than me. So, push it back. Yeah, I can do. I think that's good. Seems a little lopsided though. Definitely seems lopsided. I put a stand here with a glass of water strictly so that I can feel like Oprah. And it worked. I feel like it's, because it's like angled. I feel like I look like I'm further up. That's better. Okay. What do you think? Honey, what do you think of how it looks?
I did not like that.
Look professional? Should you zoom it in a little bit? Just a touch?
That looks creepy out.
Well, I can't really see Harper too much because she's too low. Yeah, back Sarah's chair up, about 2 inches behind yours. Take your chair and move it that way. Perfect.
Like this?
Yeah.
I want it to look like Oprah.
Yeah, that does look like Oprah.
Yay! Hold on, I need you to grab her.
There you go.
There we go.